And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power.
There's a crease. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Jaden Denegal. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. Got the quick completion. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. These corners going to give them some space. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Pulls it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Hot, 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 hot. Ready. Hot, 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 hot.
Looking for a crease. It's Sutton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it in the middle at Sheffield. Runs through a man. He might have space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Maybe some room here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Voorhees.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He's down at the 31. And a 1st down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The offense changing the play. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, Bill.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way.
Touchdown, Washington State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at this offense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Clemens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to change now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Sheffield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. All wideouts, no backs. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Washington State going quickly. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
He makes the grab. Stops at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their third and final one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll run it here on third and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can...
Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn. taking on the number 6 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Aztecs head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to him.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Quick handoff. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field. And it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Oh, they're after him. Took care of it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Sutton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Keeps it on the bootleg. Now sliding to his left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the 1st down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finding, got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this...
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Gets the back moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the...
Might have a chance. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to the back. Powers through the defender. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, San Diego State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but it breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Washington State going back to work on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Voorhees. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They give it to him again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in, it's Hawkins. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sutton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Aztecs want to move quickly.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Aztecs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
On the option. The pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their third and final one. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.